Hello everyone, myself Ramneet Kumar Singh and I am teaching you heat and mass transfer for your GATE examination. So my dear students, let us see again a question on constant heat flux, my dear students, and that is the best design question. Let us focus on the board and understand the concepts carefully. So my dear students, I am reading the question. Please try to solve yourself first, okay? Then now, water having specific heat at 4.187 kilojoule per kg Kelvin enters a pipe at a rate of 0.01 kg per second, my dear students, and at the temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, my dear students. So water is entering at the temperature of what? 20 degree Celsius. The pipe diameter is 50 millimeter and length of pipe is 3 meter, my dear students. It is subjected to a uniform heat flux. Oh my god, he is given again the uniform heat flux of Q watt per meter square. Okay. Now, if Q is equal to 5000 watt per meter square and the heat transfer coefficient is 1000 watt per meter square Kelvin, find the surface temperature of pipe at outlet, my dear students. Find the surface temperature of pipe at the outlet. Now, second he is asking, that is your first, my dear student, first question, and second is if Q is equal to 500 x square, where x is in meter and is in the direction of flow find the mean temperature of water at the exit of pipe. Okay, so he is asking the mean temperature of water at the exit of pipe in the second, and also the surface temperature. He is asking the surface temperature of pipe at outlet in the first case. So let us see this question. Now there is a pipe, my dear students. So let us see, there is a pipe and this pipe is subjected to uniform heat flux continuously, my dear students. This pipe is subjected to uniform heat flux from all sides. So the flux which is going into the water is your uniform heat flux, my dear student. That is Q and that is in watt per meter square. Okay. Now water is entering at the inlet at how much temperature? That is 20 degrees Celsius temperature, my dear students. So water is entering at the inlet, that is m water at the inlet, and temperature at the inlet, that is at x equal to 0. Temperature at inlet is given to be of water is 20 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now, and what is the length of the pipe, my dear students? That is having 50 millimeter diameter. That means the diameter is nothing but equal to d is equal to 0.05 meter, and length of the pipe is given to be 3 meter, my dear students. 3 meter. Okay. Now we know the D, we know L, also we know the inlet temperature at 20 degrees Celsius, and also he have given that Q which is equal to 5000 watt per meter square, my dear students. Okay, and the heat transfer coefficient here is also given. So what is the heat transfer coefficient for water which is flowing inside the tube? So water is flowing inside that pipe, my dear students. Again you have to revise the concepts. How? That the temperature from inlet to the exit of water will increase like this, my dear students. So that is your TE, that is your TM, my dear students, and that is your TM inlet which is equal to TI. Okay. Now surface temperature will also increase like this. You have seen this now. So this is your TS, my dear students. This is your TS. Now let us see. And heat transfer coefficient H is given to be how much? H is given to be 1000 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay. Now we know as the constant heat flux is there, what will be the, how it will become constant? Because this temperature difference will be constant. I am just repeating again, you know the concepts now. So what will happen? That Q heat flux per unit area will be given by H into Ts minus Tm, my dear students, Ts minus Tm. Okay. Now, also the heat gained by the fluid from inlet to exit will be given by what? Let us calculate. Heat gained by fluid, or we can say water, from inlet to outlet. Inlet to outlet will be equal to how much? Will be equal to the heat given by, total heat given by the heat flux, that is equal to heat per unit area multiplied by total area, my dear students, total area. So this will be nothing but Q into pi dl, Q into pi dl. So what will be the heat gained by the water? That will be given by m dot Cp T exit minus T inlet. So what will be the heat gained by the fluid? So it is entering at Ti, which is nothing but 20 degrees Celsius, and leaving at some Te, my dear students, some Te. Okay, so this will be the total heat gained by the fluid, because it will continuously take heat as area will increase. Okay, now this will be equal to nothing but Q into pi dl, my dear students, because from inlet to outlet, what will be the total area? From inlet to outlet, total area will be pi dl, my dear students. Okay, now let us see. So m dot he has given, that is given to be 0.01 kg per second, my dear students. Multiplied by Cp is given to be how much? 4.187 into 10 to the power 3 joule per kg Kelvin, my dear students. Okay, multiplied by Te, T exit. So T exit is not given, but we have to find the outlet temperature. We have to find the what? Heat transfer coefficient is this, and we have to find the surface temperature of pipe at outlet. So we have to calculate that Ts outlet, that is exit. So if we will calculate Te, we can easily calculate Ts exit, my dear students. How? Let us see. So let us first calculate Te. So Te minus T inlet, which is 20 degrees Celsius, is equal to Q, which is 5000 he has given, into pi into D is 0.05, my dear students, in meter, multiplied by length is 3 meter. So can I calculate the value of Te? Yes sir, we can calculate the value of Te. So this is watt per meter, that will be in watt per meter. So this will be in watt, into area will be in watt. So everything is balanced now. Let us calculate it. So 5000 multiplied by 0.05 into pi multiplied by 3 is equal to 2356. So this value is coming equal to 2356, my dear students. 2356, that 2356.19. Okay, watt. Now if I will divide with this, what will happen? Let us see. 0.01 multiplied by 4187. I'm directly taking this. Okay, 4187. So this value will become equal to how much? So I will have Te minus 20 is equal to 56.27. Okay, now if I will take 20 this side, degree Celsius, if I will take Te this side, I will have the value of Te, and this will become plus 20, that will be 76.274 degree Celsius, my dear students. So the exit temperature will be 76.27 degrees Celsius. So now we know the exit temperature. Can we calculate the exit surface temperature? Yes. So now we know the exit temperature. Can we calculate the exit surface temperature? Exit surface temperature, my dear students? Yes. Let us calculate the exit surface temperature. So what will be the exit surface temperature? Can we calculate it? How? Let us see. We know from this equation the heat flux will be constant, and as this value is constant, so this value is what? This value is nothing but Q by A, my dear students, Q by H. This value is Q by H, my dear students. If you know Q by H, you can directly add with Te and you can get the Ts exit. So let us do it. So Q by H is equal to Ts exit minus T exit. That is the mean temperature, my dear students, but you have to take at exit, and this will become Te at the exit. So this will be given by, that is 5000 divided by H. The value of H is given to be how much? Heat transfer coefficient is 1000 watt. is equal to T exit, that is T surface exit, TSE we have to calculate, minus T exit we have calculated, that is 26.27. So if I will directly add 5 in this, I will have, that is TSE is nothing but equal to 81.6 plus 5 will be 81.27 degree Celsius, my dear students. So this will be the exit temperature of the surface of the pipe at the exit. This will be the temperature. Okay. So now we know the exit temperature, my dear students. So let us see what will be the mean temperature. He is asking about the mean temperature of water at the exit of pipe. So let us calculate the mean temperature at the water of the exit of the pipe. So let us calculate it. So in the second case, what he have given, let us see. So that is 81.27, my dear students. Now let us see. And directly you can, like, you don't have to calculate anything, just calculate the value of Q by A and add in this and directly get the value, okay, in the examination. So what he have given, let us see. So if you will see the second case, my dear students, he have given that Q is equal to nothing but 500x square. Okay. So now the value of Q have been changed. This is equal to 500x square now. 500x square now, my dear students. So as if I will take a uniform area dx here, so can I calculate for dx? Let us see. So if I will have an element which is having that kind of uniform heat flux and that is having the length dx, my dear students, length dx, and what will be this? This will be the curved surface area. So what is the perimeter? Perimeter is pi d, my dear students, that is perimeter. And if I will take dA, so dA, the small area will be nothing but perimeter into dx, my dear students. So let us calculate. So what will be the total heat given by this? So for a small element, of length dx, heat transfer is given by dq is equal to, heat transfer is given by dq is equal to, that will be q into dA, my dear students, q into dA. So this will be nothing but equal to what? That is 500x square multiplied dA. This is perimeter d pi d into dx, my dear students, pi d into dx. So if I will integrate from 0, that is length at x equal to 0 to x equal to L, then I will have a total value of heat addition throughout the pipe, my dear students. Yes or no? Yes. So this will become how much? So I will integrate this. I will integrate that total equation from 0 to L, and when dq will be added, we will have the complete length. So that's why we are doing integration. So integrating above equation, what I will have, let us see. So this will become the total heat transfer, my dear students, from inlet to outlet, and this will be given by 500 is constant, pi d is also constant. So what will be left with? This will be x square dx, and that will be 0 to L, my dear students. So this will become how much? This will become 500 pi d into x cube by 3, and that will be 0 to L. So let us put the boundary conditions. I will have 500 pi d L cube by 3, my dear students, L cube by 3. And what is the length of this tube? 3 meter. So let us calculate the total heat. So Q total will become equal to 500 into pi d divided by 3 into L cube, that is 3 to the power 3, my dear students, 3 to the power 3. So from directly 3 will go, I will be left with 9 only. So this will become 9 into, let us see, 500 into pi. What is the value of diameter? That is 0.05. Pi d multiplied by 3 square, which will be nothing but equal to 9, because 1 3 and 1 3 will be cancelled easily. So this will become equal to how much? Let us calculate it. So the total heat transfer in this case will be given by 500 into pi 0.05 into 9, my dear students, and this will be 706.858. 706.858 watt. That will be total heat. Okay. Now we know the total heat, my dear students. So can we calculate the exit temperature of water, mean temperature of water? Yes. When we know the total heat from inlet to outlet, we can easily calculate total heat from water, which will be m dot Cp T E minus Ti. So let us see. So the total heat will be given by, so the total heat, let us take it here. So the total heat, we know heat gained by fluid, or water is equal to up to exit, from inlet to exit is equal to Q total, that is total heat. So total heat we know now, that is 706.858 is equal to m dot. So what is the m dot? M dot into Cp into T exit, that is Tm at the exit, Tme minus Ti or Tmi at the exit, at the inlet, my dear students. So let us see, this will be how much? So this will become equal to 706.858 is equal to m dot 0.01 into Cp 4187 directly we can take kilo, or that will be in watt only then. So Tme we have to calculate, exit minus Ti we know, that is 20. So what will be this? Let us see, my dear students. This will be 706 divided by 0.01 divided by 4187, my dear students. So this value will be equal to, that is Tm minus T20 will be equal to 16.882, and that value Tm will be equal to, that is exit 16 plus 20, this will become 36.882 degree Celsius, my dear students. So hope the concept is clear now. Okay, so like this you can easily calculate the values, my dear students, and these kind of questions may be asked. Okay, and in the gate, that question is much important. Let us see, that second part is also very much important for gate. So he will design the questions like this, he will mix the mathematics and he will just try. Just what you have to do, you have to just apply a little bit of concept and then follow the math procedures and do accurately, like your calculations must be accurate, and that will come by your maximum number of solving, like maximum, if you will solve number of questions, like maximum number of questions, you will increase your accuracy. Okay, so accuracy is most important in GATE, my dear students, and just remember all the concepts carefully. So hope you have understood, and thank you so much, my dear students.